This episode of Speakers of Eidolon is made possible by our generous patrons, like Omage Comet, Saray Cypher, Hans Grenade, Anakin Therese, Pop CZ, Faris Gentoru, Cletus Oreo, Luke Leonatrell, Sapa Chakwatol, Courtney, Circuit Barrakiel, Casey Schaefer, Lily Black, Chaitan, Chesha Soltiri, Erisu Yamakawa, Sisiriful Ilirifu, Dimos, Nina Grimstarter, Asuta Starbreeze, Quicklevin, Sayori Snowfall, Yuana Nitsa, Miscellaneous Cargo, Stella Bell, Boogie Bear, Remia Salia, Ceres, Icy Lee, Lyria Rain, CNG Lipscomb, Dalamud Papoto, Kaisa Regina, Pamela Isley, Umbral Wind, Naive Arino, Celeste Raskris, Alenriel Maximus, Edwin, and Dead Shield. Support the show and become a patron today at patreon.com/speakersxiv. Thank you.
This is Speakers of Eidolon.
Good evening, Aorsians. Welcome to Speakers of Eidolon, episode 171. I'm Lakeel Bravestone, and I'm joined today by Rollo Des, Georgi Wiston, and Mela Vanadar.
Hello.
Is that a hair clip you have there?
I thought it was a knife.
You gonna stab us?
Oh my god.
I thought you were.
a knife.
I thought you were stabbing us. Welcome to episode 171. It is November the 23rd, 2019. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week. Today's main topic. Well, there's kind of two topics because we have to talk about the data mining incident. But we'll also have a great discussion about Eden and the story going forward. And then we will read Mog Mail. Stay tuned for the post show. If you're watching live, we will be reading questions from the syndicate. So don't turn off after the main show. Okay. Right.
Okay.
Let's talk about what we've done in 14 this week. If there's anything to say, I don't really have anything to say because when I've had time, I've played Pokemon.
Yeah. Same.
So, there is one thing. There are two things we're going to talk about in this part, and that's like Khurshir and the Pixie thing. Pixie.
Ishgard Restoration.
And Ishgard Restoration. Where do we start? Should we start with Khurshir?
Well,
or unless you've
I've
done
actually
something
done something this
okay,
week.
go on.
I finished the facet of nourishment questline,
Did you like
which
it?
is the best one so far because
Yeah.
it was about feeding Amaro and talking Amaro, and it was nice. I liked it.
That's the one I started with, which made me very disappointed for the other ones.
With the other ones, I can understand why.
Yeah.
I'm glad that it was the second last one I've done. I'm working on.
Why? You don't like the
fast-
gathering one where you gotta pick up the doo-doo so you can get the...
No, I didn't like. That
Legendary
is
monster?
nonsense, Rollo.
That was nonsense.
Find the doo-doo.
And the fishing one is also nonsense, which I assume none of you have done. It's just basically, catch fish, healthy.
Nice.
Healthy? What?
Yeah.
Fish
Catch
are healthy.
Fish are healthy, yeah.
Glad to hear.
And then I'm making my way through the facet of smithing, and then I'll be done with them, and then I'll be able to do the quest that you get once you complete all of them.
Right. Anyone else have anything special to talk about before we talk about the main beats?
Nothing too special. This is usual leveling. I got a Gunbreaker to 70.
Woo!
Nice.
10 more
Nice.
to go.
10 more to go.
Now I get to do Don Meg more.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. If anyone wants to run Dog Meg with me, please contact.
I guess I got Black Mage to 80 as well, which I forgot about.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, nice.
Anything else before we move on? No?
No.
Mela?
That's it.
No?
No.
I have nothing really to report. I've just done the usual minimal.
Yeah.
AFK and Limsa play Pokemon.
Don't really AFK that much in Limsa now. I AFK outside
Really?
the house now. That's
Harder to find that way, I understand.
yeah.
I think once I finish get all the crafters to 80, I'll start really getting into Pokemon.
Yeah. I've been playing a lot of Pokemon. and I shouldn't. But it was I didn't expect to be.
It's fun.
Yeah, it is fun.
I haven't started yet.
We can talk about it on the post show maybe, but let's
Well,
let's
he
talk
won't
about.
be here.
That's true, man. Well, we'll have Rolla will be in our hearts, so we will. That's how we'll solve that.
Think of me.
Yeah. Let's start with Khurshir. If you have done everything every week, this is the final week. This is the week where you get to undress him.
Hey.
Exactly.
Don't like the undressing.
I mean, what else do you do?
Why can't you just give me like a more tangible
leave him alone.
You're either gonna cover him up or you're gonna reveal it all. That's one of the two things that I always do.
Some
with them.
people give them very in-canon outfits, Lakil.
Is that what you did, Gergen?
No, I took all these clothes off, brother.
Exactly. Of course you do. That's the first thing I did. I logged in just to undress
kind of a canonical outfit, anyway.
Yeah.
For where he is.
Yeah.
He is a himbo.
Yeah, but
he's not a himbo. He's surprised. For someone who was kicked out of Yulmore for being a bad businessman, he's a surprisingly good businessman.
yes. But of course, yeah.
Sense of business.
I don't know if we're going to talk too much about the story. There isn't a lot of it, but there is some interesting bits there. It's you unlock something. Can we talk? I don't know how much we can talk about it. I mean, this.
I think it's fine. You can just. It's just a mechanical.
I think we can talk about it. I don't think it's that interesting, and it's they've had so many weeks.
Yeah, it's just they're working on making the honey. What's it actually called? Honeybee Inn.
The beehive.
The beehive. More available for people. Like it's not just for what we.
Yulmoran high society.
Yeah.
Everybody can fuck.
Yeah.
I've not gotten the impression that it's a brothel, rather.
No.
Everybody can fuck.
It's just I mean, they've also got now a kind of classy singer because that's one of the things.
It's a burlesque house.
Yeah, it's a burlesque house.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah. And at the end, you unlock an airship route.
Mm-hmm.
So from
between
the
Yulmore and the Crystarian.
Yeah.
And it's free.
It is free. So there you go. It's completely pointless, but it's fine.
What do you mean it's pointless?
You can just teleport.
Who's going to use it?
Yeah, but that costs money.
Oh,
That's
like 300 gel.
That is true.
Okay, you guys say this, but you want me to turn on the reduced
Shut up,
teleport
Rollo.
fees?
Shut up. That is... You cannot do that anymore. Stop buying the reduced fees action.
I'm saving you guys money!
Every time I log in, I'm infuriated because
God.
I know that Rollo's been spending GC seals to buy the most pointless FC action.
I am saving you guys money.
Rollo,
it adds up.
I care more about my money on my main. I don't care about it on my Ragnarok character.
Yeah.
Well, everyone else, it matters to them. I'm sure.
Anyways. It's a very standard custom deliveries quest story, and it has a happy ending, and you get to undress Khurshir. So all in all,
yes,
good.
Yes.
What does he say? Like, what's the reason for you being able to undress him? It's always like some kind of.
Because he's always dressed in rags. He wants to see like what it's like to have like a variety of clothes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Let's talk about Ishgard Restoration because now everyone is done. Every single server has finished. Congratulations, Spriggan. You did it eventually.
Congratulations. World last.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Oh, bless. Well, it is a brand new server, so it was
brand
expected.
new server. I mean, Goblin was second last of the not too brand of the ones that weren't brand new servers, so I'm not going to do that much.
How do you feel about Ishgard Restoration now that it has finished its first? Well, let's call it season. I don't know what else to call it.
It's rubbish, isn't it?
I don't know if I'd call it a season.
Well, we don't know what it is because what is
no,
it?
Depends on the release
I would
schedule,
argue it's not a
really.
season, not because of what it is, but because it was about a week long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. Very short seasons in that case. Yeah, I don't know what to call it. First stage, I guess. Even though it's 3.
It's very, very short. I would hope this next time, like maybe this is just the setup, so it's quicker. But I hope next time, like,
There's more stages.
yeah, or there's just a
Yeah.
bit more to do or something. Like, give me the farming stuff. I want to see what that is.
Yeah, I don't understand. 3 stages seems like a really small amount.
Yeah.
It just feels like a
How-
very non-player friendly system overall in a
What do you
game
mean
which
by-
is very player friendly. Like, fate spawning at 4 a.m. and if you miss out on being awake at 4 a.m., that's it. You lost out on that chance.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's an odd one. I mean, I don't care about the fates because they weren't good, really.
They were good.
They were just good
experience,
XP. That was
Mm.
it. I'd have liked
though.
the
There's a
XP.
whole level.
I don't care that much.
I
You can
wouldn't
get
use
a
it for
lot.
levels. Use it for the scripts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the
can
scripts
get
are the
that-
more useful part of it.
You can get that much XP in scripts if you just spam out the crafting recipes anyway. Just
But
takes a bit
this-
longer.
Oh, yeah.
It takes quite a lot longer.
To get the scripts, I would say the levels come pretty easily.
Yeah, the levels are very easy.
Yeah.
What was it, like 500 scripts?
500
For-
scripts
yeah,
for
from
a
the
fate. For a gold
Yeah.
in the fate.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's alright.
I'm genuinely curious as to how long they thought it would take all the servers to do this.
I don't know. It's very strange, all of this, because when they presented this, I got the impression that it was going to go on for a while. That's
At least
yeah.
a month.
yeah,
Yeah.
At least as long as a custom delivery client.
yeah. But instead,
Feel
it
like-
was done in less. Well, for Ragnarok, it was less than a week, and then it was gone. Or
I
it
think
was
almost
done.
all servers were less than a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost shorter than Ultimate.
Yeah. It seems like a lot
Yeah.
of it was because of
World Visit.
World Visit, and they for some reason didn't think that people would just train between the servers and just make everything finish at the
Yeah.
same time. Which is
think
something
still,
they've done
though-
before. Like it's like they don't know the player base. But even like as you're saying, even then, we would probably be done by now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It was still too quick,
Yeah.
even with your player base.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is it so? Is this a failure so far?
No,
It's a rough start, I would say.
it's a rough start, but I would say that there's potential for the system.
Yeah.
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 And a
Yeah,
lot
I
of
would-
things have kind of a rough start in 14, I would say. Like new features.
Yeah. Most systems
And there
do.
are aspects of it that are still good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I think the collectible experience is good.
Mm-hmm.
I actually like
Yeah,
the Fates.
it's- yeah.
I think it's
Oh, the fates
kind
are
of,
fun. I just wish there were
It's
more.
kind of charming.
fun.
It's just
Yeah.
I'd say I like the idea behind the fates. I don't know if I'd call them fun.
No, because all you do is go and pick up and interact with an item. Some logs.
But hey, it's like the first time you can do a Fate in since I guess Hamlet Defense wasn't a Fate, but
Mm-hmm.
you're doing a Fate as a crafter or gatherer, which is kind of
Mhm.
Yeah,
a
that
weird
was
novelty in itself.
Yeah.
I mean,
But it didn't involve crafting or gathering.
Mm.
Yeah.
also 5 out of the 6 fates were pick up wood, saw wood, place somewhere.
Mhm.
The only one that was unique is the first of the 2 stage 3 fates, which I didn't get to see. Only Lakil, I think, of us 4 has seen it.
Yeah.
Is that the one with the lanterns?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
did
not-
you see that,
it's-
Rolly?
It's not any different.
Well, I
but
didn't
well,
think it would be, but like
you-
it would have been visually more interesting to
Yeah.
me. 'cause
It's
No.
different. It's different in the. Yeah. Well, you might think that when you put the thing in the brazier that it would at least light up. It doesn't.
Oh, it needs more than just your fuel.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But they never light. At no point do they ever. You're not even at the end of the fate. They are just
Oh my
always
God.
static. But yeah, at least it feels different, I guess, because you're.
I right clicked on something else that was different.
That being said, it's good. The deliveries themselves. We've already talked about this. We won't talk too much about this, but that is still good. Like the delivery stuff, you get a lot of XP, and you can still do it after the construction is complete.
The torches
That's
are lit
true,
now.
yes.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
good.
they're lit now. Yeah, yeah, but not during the fate.
but not immediately after the fate. I would be curious to see the statistics on whether this has gotten more people to craft.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Probably.
always a
I
lot
would
of people in there. So
A lot of people.
Yeah.
Some of my friends started crafting and didn't particularly care about crafting before, so I convinced a couple people at the least.
I think it would be a combination of the Ishgard restoration and the simplification of the system, possibly.
Yeah.
But I think the rewards are pretty good too for when it comes to the scripts.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's lots of cool stuff in there, and it doesn't take that long to do without doing the fates. I mean, it really helps.
I
if you
mean,
do the fates,
I'm
but-
a long way from getting that gorilla mount.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. They're very expensive, but maybe that's what they want you to grind for that for the month.
Yeah, I can
Maybe?
understand
I
if
think
that's
so.
what they wanted. I wish they'd provided more of a story alongside it, because at this point now it's just grinding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just collectibles that are easier.
Yeah,
Which
it's
is
not
nothing-
it's not
yeah.
a new system. It's
Now that
what
it's
Growing has been
it's-
offering us for 3 expansions now.
Yeah.
It's kind of grinding the wrong scripts as well now.
Mm.
You've now got 2 shops for collectibles. One of them
Yeah.
more finite, and one of them for progression, which is fine. And it's a good way of getting material.
Well, there's no new white script items, right? Are there
No.
this patch? So, I mean,
But-
if you're a high level crafter, then it doesn't matter. The
Then
white
yeah, it's
scripts
good.
are
And then you
pointless,
have
so-
Khurshir too to give you.
Yeah, that too.
you know.
Khurshir gives
That's
you white
true.
scripts.
Yeah.
So while I like the Ishgard system, I don't think the way they did the fates is good. But the rest is fine. I like the deliveries part.
The rest is fine.
It should have been
Yeah.
longer.
You know?
Should have
Yeah,
been
see what
longer.
the next part is, and then we'll make a.
It'll be
If the
interesting.
next part has like 10 stages, I think it'll be more interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know when they're introducing Diadem to the mix, but I'm sure that's gonna spice things up.
Mm.
Well, that'll
That
make
will
it a
also
bit more
make it
interesting.
Yeah.
There's so much upcoming stuff for
Yeah.
it that like it makes me hopeful. Where it's like, oh yeah, this is gonna
Yeah.
be
Mm.
at least somewhat more interesting than it
I
is
mean-
now. But it's just the waiting game of
Compare it to Eureka, where we didn't know what to expect with Pagos and we were disappointed.
Yeah.
Whereas this, we've got things to actually be excited for that we
Yeah.
know are coming, that
Yeah.
they've mentioned.
That's true.
Right, and then the last part, if you have been keeping up on your beast tribes, you should be done by now. Actually, last
Better
week,
be.
I think.
You should have been done last week, yeah.
What do you think of the Pixie storyline? And let's just talk about the story first.
I liked it.
Yeah.
It was nice.
The Porksy was very cute. I like that he sucked up dreams and
And
threw
he
up.
said, "Herk,
Yeah.
herk."
Yeah.
And the link to the main story with it being like a fragment of Titania,
Yeah.
Or based on the
well,
same ether as
based on the same
Titania.
ether as Titania, the Anlan or whatever it's called,
Yeah.
Anlad.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Such a fun
Anyway.
name. And
Anlad, yeah, yeah, I liked that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it was cool.
It feels, because even though it's based on Titania's ether, it feels like a different character.
Mhm.
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
seem a bit like lost, like they're not really sure
Mm.
who they are,
Yeah.
and then they find happiness.
Mhm.
It's nice getting a bit of backstory to Titania herself too, because
Yeah.
she kind of breezes by in the MSQ. Really.
Yeah.
I mean, like you build up to her and she's like, "Hey, I'm gonna jump scare." You're like, "Ah."
Yeah.
But you know.
We mostly hear about Titania through other people, and then we don't really get to know her as a character of her own, other than the fact that she essentially sacrificed herself to kill a Light Warden.
Mhm.
Yeah, but now we know she was that other Pixie's friend.
Mm.
Yeah. How do you feel about the final, like the final transformation of the Pixie area, though? Like as a
Oh,
reward,
it's
I really
even
liked it.
better than I thought. It's so cool. That.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
nice. I love
the
that area.
big tree. I like it.
Because
Sad
when
the
it was
carts
just-
don't move, but
Yeah, that's sad. Because
Mm.
when it was just the giant playground, I was like,
Yeah.
eh. But no, I really like what they did with it at the end. I was not expecting it.
Yeah.
the big tree.
The tree was lovely.
I guess
And
there's
I'm
some
very-
jumping puzzles technically. With no reward, but
No, there isn't.
do
But that's
it.
where all the jumping puzzles have gone.
Yeah.
Makes me excited to see what they'll do with dwarves and I assume the Nemo.
I would assume so.
Yeah.
you can only go to the dwarf one if you're Lalafell. Sorry.
Mm. Mm.
I'll be
Strive
infuriated if I unlock something that I can't access.
Okay. Well, thumbs up for Beast Tribes as well.
Yeah, very good, strong start.
Yes.
Good start, good XP, good tomes, sort of, and
It uses endgame tomes, which is all we could ever hope for.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't
I hope
need.
it-
I don't need 15 of the non-weekly tomes
Mhm.
you
every
think it's
time
gonna
I
stay
do a
like
quest.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
until the end, until next expansion where it becomes poetics.
Mhm.
Yeah. But we assume the next two will probably be more crafting focused, I guess.
Yeah, they said
Yeah.
that there were going to be
They have said there will
two.
only
The
one
next two.
combat.
Yeah, only one
Yeah.
combat.
They might
which
make
case
one
we might get
gathering
scripts.
specifically and one specifically crafting.
Yes.
Yeah. Imagine getting white scripts for
Uh-huh.
doing Beast Tribes. Oof.
They want you to
I've
craft
always
so
hoped-
badly.
Yeah.
I've always wanted crafting Beast Tribes to give scripts, and they never have.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It'd be so
So I
good.
hope-
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, well, we have to move on. It's time for recent events. And our first story here, Final Fantasy XIV has been nominated for Best RPG in the Game Awards 2019. Well, actually, for Best RPG, Best Ongoing Game, and Best Community Support at the Game Awards 2019.
Wow. Best ongoing game.
Yeah, that's what they call it now. Best Ongoing Game.
Because it's not just MMOs now.
Yeah, I
No.
suppose, yeah.
Yeah.
Well done, 14. Very good.
Yeah. That's...
Hopefully, I assume it will win probably best ongoing game and maybe best
sure?
RPG. What else is
So
a
we
good
get things
ongoing
like
game?
Fortnite.
I mean,
Oh.
I mean, we all know award shows are shams anyway, but
Game Awards they've cleaned up
They've
quite
been
a
pretty.
They're okay.
Sort of, but
all award shows are gonna have some sort of issue. I think that's just how it is now. But this is the big one. This is for gaming. This is the one.
do we know what it's going up against?
Well,
No, we should
no.
have looked that up. I'll look it up now. You guys talk about it.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, which
Other than
category?
Fortnite.
Well, I mean, best RPG. Well, what other RPGs came out this year?
I'm surprised it's best RPG, to be honest.
Does Death Stranding count as an RPG?
I don't know
in
if
this?
it
But
do-
if so,
I don't think it does.
Outer Worlds might
Oh
count.
yeah, Outer
I don't
Worlds.
think it would.
Kingdom
I don't
Hearts
think
3.
Outer Worlds would.
Really?
Okay, for best ongoing game, it's up against Apex Legends,
No, it
Destiny
won't.
2, Fortnite, and Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege.
That is a lot of competition.
Maybe Fortnite.
I feel like
It's odd, isn't it? How this is like a
yeah,
MMORPG and the rest are sort of like battle royale
because
shooters.
there aren't that many MMORPGs.
There aren't that many MMORPGs, and no one was happy with World of Warcraft this year.
No,
Oh,
I
is
guess
Shadowlands not in?
Not
Oh,
even
sorry, not Shadowlands. BFA.
No.
Not in here.
Well, no one would
Well,
win
not
BFA,
there.
but classic.
Destiny 2 will probably win.
yeah,
Yes, chat.
yeah.
People were
Why?
definitely.
people
There is
like
lots
it.
of hype for
It's
that.
a good game. I guess it's nice that it broke away from Blizzard and went to.
They gave it away
Maybe
for
that's-
free for a short period of time.
Yeah.
It's still
Yeah.
free now. It's a free to play.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
you have to buy the expansions and stuff,
Oh,
The base game is free to play.
but you get the base game.
I
yeah.
liked
I
when
see.
I played Destiny 2. I might go back to it.
You
at some
should.
point.
It's a genuinely pretty alright game. I don't
Mm.
like the end game too much, but
No, I enjoyed what
Okay.
I played, but I've not played for ages.
Okay, for best
What's
RPG, it's up against Disco Elysium, Kingdom Hearts 3, Monster Hunter World, Iceborne, and The Outer Worlds.
Ah, damn.
What was
That's
the
a
second
rough
you
one.
said, sorry?
That's what?
Which one are you talking
The
about?
second one.
Kingdom Hearts 3?
Okay, that's gonna. Okay, I didn't quite catch.
I feel like Outer Worlds should win for that one. I,
I
like
feel
14,
like
of course,
it might.
but
Yeah.
I think The Outer Worlds might win.
Disco Elysium is a really big favorite of
Best
people
community support. What does that
Oh
even
yeah,
entail?
what's that up against?
Best community support is up against the exact same candidates up against for best ongoing game.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it will win that one because I think
Why?
people like the support they get in this game.
Hmm.
Maybe.
Is that the impression you've been getting?
No, that's
I'm
fine.
not.
to the
I mean, I don't know. I'm not.
Well, let's remember that Fortnite's an Epic game, and that famously has poor support.
Mm.
Hmm.
Well, I hope 14 wins best ongoing game. I feel like that's the best category
Yeah.
for it.
I hope it does, but if it
RPG
doesn't,
is too vague
yes.
these days. So.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I wouldn't have thought that Monster Hunter World was an RPG, but
I wouldn't
apparently-
either.
Mm.
I would not either.
No, I want an action RPG. I
Yeah.
guess.
I mean, Kingdom
Because it
Hearts
has
3 is an action
items.
RPG.
What does community support actually mean? Is it like support desk? Like you open a support ticket? Is that what it means?
Maybe
Or is
they
it-
think the community itself is like nice.
I'm looking at Wikipedia, Lakil. I don't know if it. I'll try and find what
I
this
need
means.
to know. I don't understand. Why is that even like a thing?
It's an oddly named one if it means like best community.
Because I thought maybe it's like because Yoshi P is talking directly
believe
to the
it's-
players.
Chat. It's critics and player voting, I believe, or like public voting. I believe public voting makes up 10%, and then the critics make up 90%.
Wow, that's
Okay.
huge. The
Wow.
critics are surely lower than the number of.
It's critics and industry people, so it's also like actual developers and stuff.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I'm at recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency, and responsiveness.
Okay.
Okay, for outstanding community transfer.
Transparency.
I would
is
say we
pretty
would
good.
win that because
Yeah.
our Yoshi P and doing the live lesson stuff is
But-
fantastic.
Okay, so I can. Well, I think that would be reliant on what the industry people would be voting,
Yeah.
because the public will just vote for the game they like the most.
Yeah.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
But I think I would.
Which I think,
I
is
would-
why I think it's actually good that they're only like player votes are only 10%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
I think
might-
I would
if
be
I-
willing
I
to
would
bet
maybe
that
make it a
14
bit
will be
bigger.
that.
But I think 10% is fine.
yeah.
I mean,
wouldn't make
based
it
on live letters and
10%.
What?
you know how you based
I
on
wouldn't
live
make-
letters and Yoshi P and stuff, 14 will win on that.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Go on, also, Georgi.
I wouldn't make the public vote more than 20%. Is what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
No.
Right. Okay. In our next story, Final Fantasy XIV director Naoki Yoshida wants to release the game on PlayStation 5 now. There was a bit of spreading of misinformation for a little bit because originally it was I don't know, was it IGN that first reported this? Someone reported.
No,
that
it wasn't IGN because
No.
IGN is
Yeah. Some
checked with him himself.
some other news outlet published an article saying that Yoshi P was working on getting Final Fantasy XIV ported to the PS5. That is not the case. I'll read this. It's a very short article. Final Fantasy XIV may be coming to PlayStation 5. During a fan event in the UK, Final Fantasy XIV director Naoki Yoshida referred to a PlayStation 5 version of Square Enix hit MMORPG, but the company is being a bit more coy about it than the game's director. According to people present at the UK event, Yoshida reportedly said that the developers are hard at work on Final Fantasy XIV on PS5. However, when IGN reached out to Square Enix, the company said that this was not a confirmation. While not a confirmation, Yoshida-san expressed a hope that Final Fantasy XIV Online may one day appear on the next generation of Sony console. So, even if there is an unofficial version of Final Fantasy XIV in the works at Square Enix right now, the game's director certainly seems interested in bringing the MMORPG over to Sony's next-gen console. So, I feel like it's gonna happen, but
Yeah, it's just corporate talk.
yeah,
You got the-
I think Yoshi P just he's so certain that it's gonna happen, I guess.
Why wouldn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It's also like it's coming out on the next Xbox console, so that it makes sense to like prepare
No, they've said they're working hard to get it. Phil Spencer said they're working hard to get it on the next Xbox console.
which
Yeah.
which is what they're saying
Corporate
about the PS5 as well. So
Yeah.
we're probably looking at that. There we go. Another console. Which
That
if
one's
you're
fine
playing
if
on
it
the
is.
PS4, don't worry. This doesn't mean that PS4 support
No.
is gonna end. It's gonna probably be like the PS3 where they wait like
Yeah.
2 expansions.
Don't worry, PS4 players. The PS3 long outstayed its welcome.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, you'll be
But
playing
you
on the.
won't. Don't worry.
You think the PS4 is gonna last like for a while
Yes.
compared to the PS3?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Because remember the PS3 was already like holding the like being a bottleneck when A Realm
Mm.
Reborn was released, which is not the case now.
Yeah,
I don't
PS4
think
seems to
we've-
handle it fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we've heard anything about console limitations for a while right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
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 You'll be around forever, PS4 players.
Yeah.
I reckon
PS5
they probably
comes
could
out.
be, to be honest, because unless they decide to do something drastic to this game, it's gonna probably be, able to
Also,
run on PS4.
very important to mention that the PS5 is supposedly backwards compatible with PS4 games.
Mental.
So,
So you'll be able to play it on there
yeah.
immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Right, in our next story, a world second for Alex Ultimate, finally.
Well, many now, but
Yeah,
many at
but
this point.
They're just
the
boring.
world second was Moof.
it was
Right?
Moof.
Yeah.
I watched it live.
Congratulations.
It was
Moof.
fantastic. It was great. Well done.
Now everything. I think they released a video as well. Like now the cat's out of the bag. Like it's
You
being
could
cleared
probably
now.
watch them. They were streaming it, so you could probably get the VOD anyway.
Yeah. Well, this kind of, in a weird way, leads into our next story. There was a little bit of a slightly dramatic event happening yesterday. That's when a lot of prominent data miners in the 14 community was hit with a suspension, which is the first time Square Enix has like really acted out, like enforced the rules on data miners. This is okay. Of course, it's obviously a suspension. It's not a ban. It's their standard. It's a 10-day ban. This is what they do. But this is a much larger scale than they've done before, from what we can learn, from what I've learned. I don't know how many there were, but there was this is a clear sign now that data mining. We've had this discussion before. We had a great discussion about data mining at some point, where we discussed whether or not data mining was okay. I don't really care, but I can see why it is problematic. This has been a problem on our Discord as well. We haven't really known how to handle data mining. A lot of people are upset about data mining because that's done in our spoilers channel, and other 14 Discords are also data mining channels. So what do we feel about this? Should data miners be suspended?
No, not really. I mean, what are you gonna like? The files are right there. Gonna not look at it?
You're always gonna have it. I don't like data mining.
I'm gonna read the suspension email from Square Enix. This is from one of the suspended people. We're gonna talk about the other part as well. Dear customer, we are writing to inform you that the Final Fantasy XIV service account registered to this email address has been suspended on blah 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 due to a confirmed breach of the following rules and agreements. 2.5 Data mining. You may not intercept, mine, or otherwise collect information from the game using unauthorized third-party software. We found evidence of this violation from the following behavior, which led to the suspension: showcasing unreleased game content. The suspension will last a minimum of 10 days, which is the standard. So if they are suspended again, it'll escalate, and then eventually they'll get banned. To me, it's very obvious that data mining shouldn't happen, even though I don't care about actual data mining. I understand it's a breach of the terms of service. And that's just how it is.
I think if you're going to data mine, do it in a place with like other data miners and don't just publicly broadcast obvious spoilers and things people might not want to see. And then no one really gets hurt because the people who want to see it will know where to look for it, and no one will get accidentally spoiled. But if you're going to put it out there, you deserve to get suspended if you get caught.
Yeah.
'cause,
And I know
No.
that people are going to get are very riled up now because data mining. A lot of people love data mining, but yeah, I'm going to read because something happened to the subreddit as well. The subreddit shut down its data mining channel, and here's their statement. We have disabled access to our data mining channel for the foreseeable future. Earlier this evening, Square Enix have temporarily suspended the Final Fantasy XIV service accounts associated with community members who provided you the data mining service. This has been a feature on this Discord server since its creation, but that time has come to an end. We want to be open and transparent with everyone that given a choice, we would continue to allow access to the data mining channel, but we cannot in good faith allow people to put their service accounts on the line. Should Square Enix change their position on this matter, we would be glad to allow community members to once again provide it to you. Updates will follow if we have more information to give. Yeah, so that's, so it's quite dramatic. I get the impression that there are a lot of people that have been banned right now. And we also, right now, it's not, you can't post data mining stuff on our server either. Because now that it is like a thing that's not allowed, we can't facilitate that on our server either. But there is potential. Yeah, go on.
People still post it anonymously.
Oh, yeah. People will find a way. I think it's kind of sad that this is happening now because data mining will still happen. They will just find different ways to do it.
Yeah.
There will probably be entire Discords that are based around it, rather than being subsections of current Final Fantasy XIV Discord.
Yeah.
channels.
I mean, it's pretty easy just to do yourself too. I mean, like replacing stuff in game with, I think is it Cheat Engine? I don't know if I remember anymore.
I don't know how to do it.
To see some stuff is like, that's a bit harder, but you can just open up a certain
I don't know if you should be telling
program.
them how to do this.
Open up a certain
What are you doing,
program.
Rollo?
Yeah,
We're
I'm
literally
saying
just
the
talking
name.
about that this is a breach of the terms of
I'm
service
not
and you're
saying
telling
the
people
name.
how to do it.
I'm just, if you know, you can look in there. It's
Okay.
not hard.
Okay. Jesus. If you want Square Enix to look at your service account, Rollo. Okay.
I have never said I've done it.
No, that's fine. Right. Anyways, there is a more sinister side to this because you might be asking yourself, why is this happening now? Like, this has been going on for a while. This has been a discussion we've had on this show before, and it's like because of it was relevant in the community because back then we were talking about the leaks and the data mining for Shadowbringers. But Square Enix didn't really do anything other than, condemn the leaks. Obviously, leaks are different. Well,
Yeah.
it seems okay. So we are not saying that this is why, but this is the community theory right now. When this is the world first, right? That's the team. That's After
TPS.
After TPS cleared Alex Ultimate, there were a number of death threats aimed at the members of that team, and they were accusing them of cheating, of data mining, and thereby clearing the fight. These are horrible death threats, by the way. Quite scary stuff. And it is possible that that's what forced Square Enix's hand. Like, they had to take a stance and show that, okay, we can actually we will discourage data mining now, and thereby avoiding this, even though I don't think it's gonna work because people can still data mine. But yeah, it's pretty sad that people would do this.
Let's not do that to people. That's not nice.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that there are people like that in our community. They're everywhere. Like, there's always a few bad apples in all communities. But from what I've seen of the screenshots, like, they're really why would you do
Horrible.
that? Yeah. Yeah, it's sad because it's affecting a group of people that have nothing to do with when this happened, which is why this confused me because I didn't understand. I didn't see the link. Like,
Yes.
Square Enix is
Chat is correct that Japanese companies right now are very on edge after the incident with Kyoani and the
That's
arson
true.
attack.
That's true.
Yeah.
They're taking
Understandable.
these kinds of things very seriously, and they're trying to take any precautions they can to avoid something similar from happening again.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's I don't it's yeah. It's weird that we have a case of like this in our community now. I find that
Yeah.
very strange. Hopefully, the people that issued those threats are being dealt with, because that's illegal.
Depending on where you are.
Where you are, of course, but yeah,
I think most countries where people are playing this game, it would be illegal.
yeah,
You would hope so.
At least frowned upon,
yeah,
maybe.
because it's very specific. Like it's like
Oh, it's
they're
horrible.
mentioning like fan fest, like it's gross stuff.
They're mentioning the raiders like family and friends
Yeah.
in these
Yeah.
Yeah.
tweets.
Unfortunately, data miners got pulled in under by this. So
Still don't understand how.
no, the reasoning is a little
They-
strange. If this, again, we don't know if this is why. We don't know.
No.
but it's
There's been no
it's
official
like
statement.
happening around the same time, and you know, we
I
might learn
imagine
more
they'll
later.
make a statement at some point.
Maybe they might, because the community is very. There's two sides to this, and both sides are very angry at each other now. So yeah. But for right now, don't share Datamine stuff online.
Yeah.
If Square Enix can see it. Let's just say that.
Yeah, but that's so. It's so weird to me that it's like when you if you post a screenshot of a data mine thing or whatever, or you show it in the special program.
Yeah.
There's nothing that links it to your character or your service
No,
account.
I don't know how they.
So-
well, I mean, this is like the people that were banned are prominent people from the subreddit and official 14
Yeah.
Discord.
But still, like an employee had to look and find their account.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That
Yeah.
which is that's still
Which
really
means,
weird to me.
which to me feels like the Square Enix ordered this to happen. They were find them, find them.
Yeah, it's such a
I
weird.
will find you. I will ban you.
Oof.
And I understand
Yeah.
people who are like, well, it's against the rules. Obviously, you break the rules, right?
Mhm.
But it's you already break the rules a lot, and they don't.
Yeah, there are
Get in
certain
trouble.
things that they can't really enforce, like mods. and
ACT's
stuff.
against the rule. But
Yeah.
you don't get in trouble.
Just
That's
don't
fine.
talk
You shouldn't
about
get
it.
in trouble for it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. This is such a weird thing to prioritize, if you ask me.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I agree. I don't see. Well, it's probably more complicated than we're making it out to be. I'm sure
Yeah.
there is a reason for this happening now.
We can only speculate as to what they've done, how they came to this conclusion internally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's possible that these two things are entirely unrelated. But
Yeah.
that's
It was just the
all
timing.
information.
That,
Yeah, it's the
yeah.
timing.
yeah.
I don't particularly agree with all this stuff.
I don't either.
Kind of. I've always been on the fence about data mining in general, because I know that it's against the terms of service, but I kind of
There's
like
a lot of
seeing
things that
the
are.
stuff that, you know.
I mean, and it's kind of cool seeing a thing earlier.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
I mean, obviously the prize is fun too, but
yeah.
I don't know. It's never been that big of a deal. I feel aside from the ultimate,
Well,
Mm.
yeah,
for Ballad Ultima, whatever.
yeah,
That was kind of
yeah.
okay, I see this one, but
Mhm.
otherwise, no one's posting story spoilers really, unless they're looking into it themselves.
Yeah.
No one's I feel it's such a minor thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
But now we know they've taken a stance on it, so we've already accepted the terms of service. So we just have to say, sure, okay, we agreed
Yeah.
to this. So those are the rules. And if
I break the rules every day,
And they-
no one can stop me.
and if this theory that the community has hatched out, if that is legit, then that's good, I guess. If they think that that's gonna prevent stuff like this from happening in the future, although I don't see how, because it's not like they've made data mining impossible. They just made it more illegal. I don't know. Yeah. Well, there you go. That's all we have to say on this matter, I think. We've already had a big discussion about, data mining before. So, I
Go
think
back and watch that episode.
Yeah, I think it would just split like 50-50, I think.
Rollo was Rollo was pro data mining and leaks. We were pro
Data mining.
And Mela was anti both.
Yeah, that's how it went. Right.
He's a boomer.
Yeah.
I mean, look at his face.
Exactly. Exactly.
Is Sylvester Stallone a boomer?
If he's not a boomer, he's part of the silent generation.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is necessarily.
I don't know if this
to be looking up right now.
Our audio,
73,
just so our audio listeners know, Mela's
He's part
picture.
of the silent generation. Then he's too old to be a boomer, I think.
He's old, too old. Oh yeah, yes, maybe. No.
I think so.
How old is he?
He's 73. He was born prior to
1946.
the World War.
So there you go.
Yeah, so he is not a baby boomer. He's part of the silent generation.
That's post-war, Rollo. 46.
Oh, yeah, it
the
is
war
post-war.
ended in 45.
Yeah, it is.
Sorry, for audio listeners,
He's
the reason.
He is the oldest.
Okay, I need to clarify. Audio listeners, you might have never watched any of us. Mela's picture is Sylvester Stallone wearing aura horns and a wig. Okay, is that
It's very important that you guys know that.
all right? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't just randomly bring up Sylvester Stallone if he was a boomer. I don't want you guys to think that.
Okay. Well, I guess that's it with data mining. Any final words before we move into the great discussion? Anything you want to say? This is your moment.
Just move on.
Just move on. Okay.
Be nice. Be nice to people.
Be nice
Come
to
on.
people.
Yeah.
Be nice.
Don't threaten people. Okay. Here's the great discussion.
Okay.
Right, and in the great discussion today, we're going to talk about Eden. Everything surrounding Eden, like the story, the warrior or the oracle of darkness, and how
The
that
future
might,
fights.
the future fights, and how maybe it will play into the MSQ in the future, or if it will. Let's establish the lore right now. Where are we in the world? We have reactivated Eden.
Yes, you had to fight Eden Prime to gain control. Then Reen took over because she has the eyes, and then something was attacking Eden, which was whatever the hell the second
The
thing.
Shadow Walker. Shadow Walker?
Something like that.
Yeah.
This is the
Something like that.
war, or not the War of Darkness.
The
The Oracle
Oracle.
of Darkness.
Yeah.
That was holding the Oracle of Darkness, and then when you
Mhm.
kill it, she gets taken in and is unconscious,
Mm-hmm.
and Thancred is looking after her, and then you like go on LSD or something and fight like Mega Leviathan and Titan.
Leviathan and
I
Titan,
don't
yeah.
even know what happened there.
No.
But that's not important. Although we'll talk about what we feel about the bosses in the future ones. The
Yeah.
important thing is the Oracle of Dark.
That is.
She's like the opposite of Minfilia. She's like
Yes.
the Void's version of Minfilia. So is she Zodiac's Oracle? She's a very important and interesting character who kind of hasn't had any limelight.
Yeah.
Well, she hasn't really spoken.
Yeah, it
Well,
did just
no.
start, so...
Yeah. We have yet to
There's
hear
a
from
lot that
her.
could happen here.
You can say it did just start. We're technically a third of the way through the story.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the implications of her existing is big enough in and of itself.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Because
obviously, she must be Zodiac.
she's from.
Well, no, not obviously, because we gave her that title.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that is true. She could just be some random
Yeah.
void.
Just a woman from the void. Well, she is from the void.
Yes.
Which is interesting. The
And she didn't transform.
antithesis of the first.
She's not a void sent, but she is from the void.
Right.
Do you
Important
think-
difference.
Similar to Unukululai.
Yes.
Yeah, Unul Clow High, yes. And someone else.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Lukiel knows
Yeah.
now.
So the big question is: this sounds like it's a big plot point that's somehow not connected to the MSQ yet.
Yes.
Yes.
So will this ever be mentioned in the MSQ? Will it be part of the MSQ at some point? Maybe at the end, because as you like Georgi said, we're 1/3 in, and she hasn't even spoken yet. So
Well, she's mumbled, but she hasn't said anything
yeah,
important.
yeah, she mumbled. That's all.
I think she's gonna be absolutely like. It's such like a. It sounds like a big character to just not have in the MSQ, at least in some kind of capacity.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, maybe
She
the Warrior
has a
of Darkness.
hammer.
Yeah, the second character to have a hammer. I think.
Yeah.
No, dwarves. Dwarves have hammers.
Dwarves
never
have
mind.
hammers too.
Yeah, but those just use warrior animation.
Yeah.
Every hammer user does basically.
Yeah.
Do they?
Did Nero?
Does Nero use warrior animations? I thought he used unique
I
ones.
feel like he's
She
got a
uses
few
some warrior ones.
unique.
Okay.
Okay.
He has unique ones, but he
I
doesn't-
never really looked that closely at what he did during instances where we fought alongside him, so I can't speak to it that with that much authority.
Yeah, I think he does like I think it's Storm's Eye, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Well,
he
it
does
doesn't
that.
matter. There are hammers in the game. What
Yes.
animations they use are it doesn't matter. So yeah, the idea of introducing raid content into the main story. I mean, it's been done kind of before. I mean, they did it with Alizé.
Mhm.
I'm a Graha.
And they've done it. Yeah, Graha.
And
is another
Graha.
one, yeah.
So
And both of them are pretty graceful.
yeah,
They've done pretty well. I think it's not a huge stretch to introduce her later on,
Yeah, like I mean,
even if you've not done Eden. I think
I-
they always find a way.
yeah.
I couldn't think of the reason, but I think Rollo and Mela propose a reasonable enough explanation to me that I could see them using it.
Oh yeah, if we wanted to keep it like story consistent, somewhat, I guess, where it's like, hey, we do all this stuff with the Oracle of Darkness while we're doing the Eden raid. And then at the end, she's like, "I'm gonna go back to the void. Bye." And then later on in like patch 5.5, she comes out of a port and she's like, "Hey, time is different because shards. So I'm older now, and I sort of forgot you, but hey,
Okay.
Yeah.
here's my
I
introduction."
mean,
Or she can just have like a line extra, like, "Oh yeah, it's you guys from Eden." And if you didn't do it, it's like,
Wow,
"Hey,
it's
I'm
been
the
like 20 years.
Yeah.
well, no, she could still say it's you guys from Eden, or we did. She might not mention Eden, but she said, "Oh yeah, we did something in the past, but you might not."
Yeah.
Like, it's my past, but it might not be your past yet.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was her name again, if anyone can remember? Because she had one when she was
Yes.
introduced
Luna?
in.
What?
Did she?
Yes,
Was it?
she
I
has
can't
a-
remember
She
what
has
it-
the name.
She
She
has a
does.
name.
She has a name, but it hasn't been mentioned in the story yet. But
Chat.
she does have
No.
a name.
Help.
Help, chat. You must
Chat.
remember this.
Chat.
Help.
Her name
Help.
is
Gaia.
Gaia.
Okay.
Ah.
There we go.
okay.
That which has other implications, but
Yeah,
whatever.
that's true.
Nomura just likes the name.
I
That's
guess
cool.
so.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
okay, let's first propose that she's just from the void.
Mhm.
Then she doesn't quite have the significance of if she was like Zodiac's Minfilia.
If she was not from the void, is that what you're saying?
If she's just like Unukulai,
All right.
she's just from the void.
Mhm.
She's like just a character who's from the void. I mean, that indicates people still live there, somewhat.
Yes.
So there's some sort of
Or is
society.
it timey-wimey stuff again, where
that's-
she popped in?
That's
She
true.
popped in
Yeah.
before all the people that were on the void turned into void scent.
I want to
Yeah.
think about time travel again. Maybe she's like someone from the Warriors of Darkness past. Like she was part of the supporting group, like how we had Minfilia.
Mhm.
And so maybe one day Ardbear would be like, "Oh, is that bitch? That's her.
Why would our bet say that?
Sorry,
Yeah, I still like
here's
her.
that queen."
Well,
Skatak?
why? But why?
Who are you talking
I don't.
about?
I,
Ardbear to the Oracle of Darkness.
Why would Ardbet know who she is? They're
Well,
from
maybe
different
'cause-
shards.
Well, well, we don't know. Just maybe.
Yes, we do.
Rolla, why are you making it
I don't
more
know.
more complicated?
I'm just like maybe she's involved with the Warriors of Darkness somehow.
But they're from the first.
I know. I'm just maybe.
Because they're Warriors of Darkness. The Oracle
Listen,
of Darkness makes sense.
He's back. Anything can happen now. Okay.
True. He doesn't have a
She
beard.
could be the 13th version of one of their crew.
Mhm.
I heard that, so I guess. I don't know.
What are we talking about now?
That still I think. I hope
Take control
that
now.
she
Get us back.
is the dark version of Minfilia. That's what I hope.
So the same
What do you
thing that
mean
we
by the dark
started this
version of
discussion with.
Minfilia?
Yeah. What do you mean?
So, to
Which Minfilia? There's so many things you could mean when you say
the
that
Minf-
now.
the Minfilia to Hydaelyn, as in like the word of the mother.
Oh, so you think she's the word of the Zodiac?
I
The
would like
father.
that. The word of the father. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not assuming Zodiac's. I think he's confirmed male.
Yeah.
I guess.
They say him. The Asians do, anyways.
Okay.
Otherwise, I don't like them using the term Oracle of Darkness.
Mm.
Yeah, because what
I can understand that, but remember, they're just speculating. There's no.
So, but they're basically speculating what we just said, though. There's
Yeah.
Because otherwise they wouldn't call her the Oracle of Darkness, because they only know what the Oracle of Light is, and then the Oracle of Darkness had to be like the opposite. Then, obviously,
What is she here to do?
we don't know yet.
When exactly?
No
What did
idea.
it say?
She's given us
It's-
no idea as to her intentions. She tried to take
Yeah.
over Eden, or like the Void Sense she was attached to tried to take control of Eden.
Yeah.
She
That's
says
true.
she says something right before she passes out, doesn't she? Like I think she.
Yeah, there's
does she
some
recognize
mumbling.
us? Is that what happened?
Does she?
I might be wrong. She says something like a coherent sentence that doesn't make sense to us yet.
Yeah.
But and
Maybe
then
the
she's like, "I'm gonna pass
combination. Maybe the combination of they were seeking out Eden so that they could spread light in the void. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe they're trying to
Oh.
save the void in the same way.
Yeah,
that...
because the theory with Eden in the game is that it might be one of the first. They say Sin Eaters that
Yeah.
Minfilia killed when she arrived on the first. So if that's the case, then it would make sense to send Eden to the void to clean up.
and then there'd be like this giant battle between Eden and
What
the
is
void version of Eden.
Yeah, is it the no? But we killed the
Which
cloud
would be
of
called
darkness. What's the like?
Need.
What's well, I guess there is
Cloud of
nothing for it
Darkness
to
is not
fight.
the
There isn't
Cloud-
anymore. Yeah.
not the only powerful
No, but
being in the void.
what's like
Yeah.
the catalyst for it? Do we know that?
Grand
I can't
High-
remember. There's
I don't think.
No.
What caused What caused
yeah. What?
the
Yeah, well,
corruption of the void?
I remember there was all this like I'm sure.
Well, we know Egeorm caused it.
yes,
Mhm.
but it's so there's. But I'm just thinking if Eden's gonna fight something on the void, but I guess it doesn't have to. We don't even know if
Yeah,
that's what the
That's
plan
true. We
is.
don't kill the Cloud of Darkness.
Oh yeah,
No,
it just retracts. There's like, fuck you, and then they're gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to draw the Cloud of Darkness into a realm that is not the void to fully kill it.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
Maybe
Uh,
Cloud of Darkness makes a comeback.
That would be
Oh,
cool.
can you imagine?
There's
Yeah.
gonna be
Oh, and if they
The
get it into
showdown of the century.
into the main scenario, which I feel like at that point it has to be main scenario. That is such a big event. If we like,
That would be so
yeah,
interesting because Graha is attached to the Cloud of Darkness.
yeah.
Mhm.
They are from the
Yeah.
same raid
Oh,
series.
I feel like this is like a black
Oh.
and white moment at the beginning of an episode
Yeah.
in the future. We're talking about the Cloud of Darkness. Yeah.
I totally didn't think about that. I was just thinking the entire time, like, yeah, it's gonna be the elements, and then I don't know, Eden Super Duper Prime at the end or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I don't think Aiden is the final boss. I think
No.
they were done with fighting Aiden. I think the whole point was that like Aiden is our friend. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we like
sexy
Eden.
ship is our friend.
Yeah.
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 The Void Arc stuff could come into play because that was to do with the Void as well. And Skatach
Yeah.
is like a really was a high-ranking void synth.
Mm-hmm.
She
Mm-hmm.
was.
Yeah.
But then
all the
I'm
void synths.
sure during I think it may have been something to do with the Black Mage, or maybe it was just part of the game. There was something where you went and killed Lilith, and she was supposed to be this.
That's part of the Red
high-ranking-
Mage quest.
Oh, was it Red Mage?
Oh yeah.
And she was supposed to be like this really high-ranking void synth, and then you fought her, and it was just like a Vordriger or something.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't
I
a
mean-
Vodariga. She was a
Something rubbish though.
Wasn't
Like an
it
I
Sorry,
would say
Aura.
she was a succubus maybe.
Yeah.
It was nothing.
Yeah.
Like she was rubbish.
Oh no
Yeah.
no no! She was an echidna, I think.
Oh,
She was an
okay.
echidna.
Oh right.
I
It
mean,
was
I don't
all-
know. Like, what do you expect in a job quest? You can only.
Mm.
Well, if it's calling it a high-ranking void synth, I expect not to fight it. To be honest.
I really, really want. So, how far are you on the job quest, Mala?
For which? What do you mean?
Your job.
How many of them have you finished? The role quests.
Level 80? Oh, roll quest.
Roll
I've
quest,
only
sorry.
done the
I need to do
cast
one
one with
more.
the little boy.
Oh,
How many have you done, Roller?
I need to do the caster one. I haven't done that.
but
one.
you
Okay.
only have one left.
Oh, between the two of you, you're a full person.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yay!
That's unhelpful to us though, because it
Weird.
means Akil and I can't
Well,
really
I
talk
mean,
about it.
listen. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while. You
Yeah.
can talk about it.
It's my fault for not doing it earlier, basically.
Well, it's.
Okay. If you're well,
I mean,
No, it's
it's
less
not
than knowledge
that. It's not that. Oh, I don't want to. Well, it's not that big of a deal, but it is interesting.
as far as we know right now.
right now. But
You
the
know, put up a spoiler warning for people. We're gonna spoil the job quest, or the
should
the
we?
last
I
job
don't know
quest
if we
stuff.
should.
If you don't want to, then don't. I mean, if it's not that relevant,
I'm thinking about
then...
the viewers and listeners too, who might not have done.
But I think it relates interestingly to what we're talking about.
it
Unfortunately,
does. Ugh. Okay. Well,
come on.
I think
Akil.
it's been long enough. I just give people the warning of like, hey, we're
okay. There's
about it real quick.
Well, it turns out that, and if you've done the job quests, you'll know. And I noticed that immediately because I saw it. I saw her. There is, and it's and it's again the same people from the 1.0 trailer.
It's someone that Lakil was probably wondering about for a long time.
Yeah, because I recognized her from the trailer because in the 1.0 opening cutscene they're doing a leave in Mordona, and there's this female Ellison with gray hair, and she appears in the cutscenes sometimes when you look back on the Warriors of Darkness. Never
she looks at
mentioned.
the camera.
She appears
for
in all
some
of them.
reason.
Yeah, she does in all of them, but like
Except maybe not when Ardbert first meets Lamit, but other than that.
Yeah. But there's oh yeah, we do have a spoiler thing. Should I turn on the spoiler thing?
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Put up
That's what I
both
thought you
sides.
were looking for. Oh,
Oh,
Oh.
I feel like we just go another dimension.
Oh.
All right, spoiler warning. So, oh yeah, I forgot. So there is this. So yeah, you notice that there is this Ellison with gray hair in the background. Never referenced. No one brings her up.
well, they mention her, but they don't make.
Yeah,
any
they don't,
point
like,
to, highlight
elaborate.
She's special. Yeah,
I don't think she even talks.
she does talk.
Oh, she does.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, she talks occasionally.
Okay. But she's not made a big deal out of. You never.
No,
her story's never
she's just
fleshed
there.
out. She's
She's
never
just
explained.
she's just another a member of their party, but
Yeah.
we don't know who she is because we've never met her before.
Yeah.
She loves to stare into the camera for some reason.
Yeah. So once you have completed the job quests, there's another job quest or a quest.
There's another quest line.
Yeah, and it's again. I feel like it's the guy from the big Rogadin in the is it the 1.0 leave meet
The bartender man for
leave
the
man.
I think it is the 1.0 leave me.
So a lot of
I want to-
1.0 nods in this quest line. He congratulates you, and then this waitress walks over, and
She's been there the whole time.
she's been there the whole time. Yeah, she's like, oh,
And
I've
I
been
noticed this
watching."
as well. I noticed this as well between the cuts because she's there where you do most of the role quests.
Yeah.
So you are supposed to notice this Ellison woman is in the past
Yes.
as well,
Yes.
and she hasn't aged.
She hasn't aged. So.
Oh no, is it? Yes, it is her.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember if it was actually supposed to be her or supposed to be her real the descendants.
So, it turns out that this is someone who has a bit of a mission, and is like leading the
Silva,
warriors
that's
of
her
light.
name.
Yeah,
Oh.
Silva. Yeah. She. How does you explain it, Georgi? It's easier.
Why do
when
I
you
have to
it.
explain it? It made very little sense to me.
Oh,
it was
did it?
very confusing.
Okay, well,
it was very confusing.
Yeah, it was. That's why I'm struggling. So she's trying to make the warriors.
She's trying to save the void.
She's trying to save the void by forcing the warrior.
Warriors of light to succeed so fully
Yeah.
that the light from the first could like collide with the darkness from the void
Yes.
and then I don't know if it was supposed to just save the void or if it was supposed to save both of them.
That was a bit. I felt that was a bit unclear, but yeah.
It didn't
It was
quite
very
turn out that way, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But because Ardbert spares her, the light starts accumulating in the first, which
Yeah.
leads to the calamity.
Yeah. So she's basically the reason why the calamity happened.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
why?
well,
Yeah, she
Yeah.
was the cause of the, and she was she was Elizabeth, I think, was the one that encouraged her to do this.
Yes. So yeah. There you go.
Okay, I can see how that would be important.
Basically, a person from the void.
Okay,
She's the
that's
third
somewhat
void that we know about.
Yeah.
I'll avoid people.
That was
Nasty
laborious.
Yeah.
folk.
But it's a very good moment.
but
So
it's-
because I have been thinking, I was noticing this Ellison, and I thought, when are we gonna? There aren't enough
an
job
explanation about
quests for that person.
Yeah.
And then there's like,
That's fair
it
enough.
is I.
Oh yeah, that's right. She got them to kill the first Ascian as well.
Oh yeah.
Ah.
Yes. Yeah.
Mitron,
Mitron. Yeah.
Metron, I
I
believe.
think it was that one.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Good old Gillionaire.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Um,
it wasn't because he was. Well, I guess it was because he was too good. That's why the calamity happened. And then there's like this moment where she's like, "Are you gonna kill me?" And we're like, "No."
No.
We're like, "Okay."
So
All
how
right.
did she live forever?
No, that's a
Did that ever
curse
explain?
though. That's like
Oh,
she's cursed to because she was supposed to die,
Ah,
Yeah.
but because she
This
didn't
plan was supposed
die-
to end with her dying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that never happened. She's just doomed to like.
wow, that's
wonder.
Graha.
Yeah, it's kind of like Graha
Yeah.
in a way. Yeah. So yeah.
She's
Very
really
interesting.
just chilling, huh?
Yeah. So just
I don't know
so
if she's chilling. She doesn't seem very happy.
no, she's not very happy. Because also she's like struggling with like the people around her will
The
notice.
guilt?
Yeah. Also, the people can see that she's not aging, right? I think she even
Yeah,
mentions that.
I guess so.
So she has to like but yeah the oh wow
Yeah, and she's
sorry
struggling
audio
with the
sorry
guilt.
sorry audio listeners
The guilt of almost dooming another world.
yeah also
Well,
failing
stop
to
being
save your
depressed.
own so it's like
Yeah.
a lot of guilt
And she wasn't able to save her own, yeah.
yeah so
Tried
so
not being sad.
the
there's
void
been a
is
couple of voices.
clearly being introduced everywhere
As a plot
except
point.
for the main scenario.
I think it has to come into the main scenario.
It
soon.
has to soon.
Well,
There's
Gonna-
so many related stories to it.
Yeah.
We're gonna fight Xenos in the void. That's what's gonna happen on the 13th.
Yeah.
But Zodiac isn't necessarily associated with the void in the same way
No.
that Hadron is
right.
not necessarily associated with light.
Right.
You're right.
No.
But
Right.
Xenos will be there either way.
Well, yeah, true, probably.
Yeah.
Because it's cooler.
He's be like,
Okay.
"Whoa, world full of darkness. That's sick." Yeah, I'll go.
Yeah.
So we're not sure on the Oracle of Darkness's
No.
purpose yet, but there's some good ideas about it. I'm sure we can talk about them another time as well. But for fun,
Mhm.
let's discuss what we think the bosses will be in the future.
What do you think they're going to do with the
Have we
other
not?
four?
The
primals?
primals. What are the other elements? We've
No,
done...
I don't think well, we know what they're going to be. I don't
Yeah,
think
we
we
know what-
speculated on how they're going to change them.
Yeah.
Oh.
What do you think's going to happen to them?
Well, Ramu's gonna be there, and his beard is really big.
Are you sure?
Wouldn't it be funny if it was
What are
Ramu
the
but with
lightning
no
ones?
beard?
Well,
It's just
I
a
think
beardless
really
Ramu.
cool.
Is Ramu going to turn into a young hot guy?
Oh,
That's
And
what I'm
Shiva-
thinking.
And is
That's-
Shiva going to turn into an old woman?
oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because we're that stupid
Shiva-
that
What
we
if
confuse
Shiva
them in our
has to
mind.
Shiva-
have some
Race
dragon
Velga.
element.
Yeah.
You know
She'll
what?
just be
Yeah,
race
Shiva will
Velga.
Yeah.
I could see Shiva getting mixed up, like in the Warrior of Light's mind, with like, Final Steps of Faith. You know what I mean? Where like there's kind of like a weird dragoon form kind of thing.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I
That would
think
be my
because
guess.
we're so dumb, we'll think of Shiva and then we'll immediately make it Race Velga. But because we thought of Race Velga, we'll think Nidhogg. So it'll be the like third time we fought Nidhogg.
I've been thinking that the Shiva fight will relate to both Izel and Horsefont.
Oh, that
Would be pretty cool.
Because I think those are both like emotional points in our character's history, and I think
Yeah.
they'll trickle into the fight somehow.
Yeah.
Oh,
I still want them to make us fight Horsefont.
Spoiler warning's over, by the way.
Oh yeah.
I forgot that Sophia and Susanoo are also lightning elemental.
Yeah.
So there's gonna be a man who's very big, and he's gonna have a big sword, and also he's gonna have a table where he flips you around on it. And also he's gonna be sexy.
I don't think we
course.
can have any primals other than the first 6 elemental ones.
We'd
Yeah.
surely have to.
Well,
God,
no,
what's
but-
Ifrit gonna be like?
They get kind of like mixed up with some of the other elementals, though.
I can see that. I can see them borrow like mechanics from other fights, but I don't see them necessarily borrowing.
I don't
like-
think in the Ifrit fight it will feature Ifrit, but it will be a circle, and every pixel on it will be covered in nails. And you'll just have to fight through hundreds of nails in a certain time limit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sephiroth. There's a lot more. He's wind.
Yeah.
Wind. He's wind. Wind.
Well, he's,
I want to
he's-
hear what Soken can do with Ifrit's theme again.
yeah,
I like it when he
Make
does
it-
good things with it.
Not bad.
yeah. To be fair,
They made it
Um,
not bad with Ultimate, so I'm hoping he can do it
Well,
again.
that's just the finals one, right?
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
not a bad version of it.
It's not. It's not. You're right. Yeah. Okay. There's a lot of wind
We're
ones.
just gonna guess.
well, it'll have to be Garuda.
Well, that's the point. We're
The
just
wind one has to
specula-
be Garuda.
It's
Well,
gonna
Well,
be.
yeah, but like,
early one.
what's it gonna do with it? How are we
Should
going to
just,
change it in
like,
some way?
I mean, there's only one focus point with Garuda. So it's just gonna be like 2 floating orbs.
It could be like 3 conjoined triplets.
Oh yeah, because she has the ads.
Yeah.
I could see some Bismarck stuff sneaking in there. You know, a little bit.
I
Bismarck
no.
with a little Garuda face.
Well,
on
yeah.
it.
I mean, don't you think Bismarck is kind of like infamous enough to sneak in there just a little
Oh my
bit?
god,
I
it'll be like
agree.
Garuda riding Bismarck. That'd be epic.
Yeah.
And I think we speculated this before. I think Garuda and Ifrit will be in the next one.
yeah.
Yeah, because I
So you're gonna get where
More
like
basic
2
feeling.
every.
Yeah, I think that I don't remember if I said this on stream. I think we'll get 2 each time.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
I think I think the next 2 will be the middle 2 fights. So the first and the last fight will be like the story relevant fights for the second
Ooh.
tier, and then with the third tier, the first 2 will be the primals, and then the last 2 will be the story relevant fights.
That kind of makes sense because
It does make
for the
sense because
second
we won
tier,
the last one.
you'd want to like set the
But-
stage for the last part, maybe. So
Yeah.
like, yeah.
I could also see them doing like, all right, we're gonna get all the elements out of the way because there's 4 more left,
Mm-hmm.
and just do
I
them
can
all
see that as well.
for just like a second tier.
Mm.
That's it, and then leading into the third tiers where like
I would
Yeah.
maybe
the other
prefer
stuff
that
comes out.
because
Because we've sorted the world out now, and then the last tier we do like Oracle of Darkness.
and that might be the
related
void
stuff.
plot line.
I kind
Yeah.
the reason I don't really want that is because I feel like if it's just the 4 primals again, we're not going to get any story progression in the next.
yeah,
The
that's what I
next
think
tier.
too. It's kind of
Also,
hard to fit
that's
that
why
in there.
I want the 2 that are
Do you
also
really want to fight these primals again, all in a row?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want another primal. Like, I can understand why they chose to make Titan the final tier, the final fight of this tier.
Yeah.
I can't imagine any of the other 4 primals that we haven't seen yet.
I could see
Being a
Garuda being
final-
the last.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like
It was
Garuda.
never as tough.
But she was
Titan
always
was
the
al-
strongest one at this. In the Realm Reborn.
In the story, but
Yeah.
every time she's resummoned, she's never the strongest one.
No.
Well, this time she's gonna have her chance.
Yeah.
Titan was too infinite. Anyway, that's yeah.
It'll be.
Oracle of Darkness will wake up and then be like, "Can I join you for a fight?" I don't know.
Yeah.
And that's how.
She could be the last fight. To be
Yeah.
fair.
It'll be interesting to see who the last boss is because.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you think Ultimacia will be enrolled in this at all?
If she is, it'll be very. I don't see
It'll be
quite
very
where she would
tacked
fit in. Yeah, that would be very tacked on because she's all about. Well, there is the one element that might make her relevant to the story, and that is the timey-wimey part. And we have seen timey-wimey mechanics already when it comes to the Void stuff. So
What I mean, she's
she does time compression.
so
and,
specific, though.
yeah.
And this doesn't feel like a. This doesn't feel like Omega felt, where it was just its own bubble, where anything can happen. This feels much more part of the world. So having her just step out of nowhere and be like, "Hey guys,
Well,
I'm just coming to my castle."
We still we still don't know. Well, obviously, Ultimate it's not going to be 8's Ultimate. It's going to be a 14
named it?
version. So she might just be a void sent or like in charge of something.
That's true.
that,
Yeah,
Maybe Gaia will turn into Ultimacia.
Maybe. Yeah, it's possible.
maybe that could be cool.
If they're yeah, they could do that. Yeah. There you go.
Do you think Laguna will appear? We have his fuckboy outfit in the game.
Yeah, he
It's
could.
true.
He could jump out and save you. And then if his music was an orchestrion role,
Oh.
that would be nice.
Laguna's someone from the void.
Oh
Another
my
person.
God.
That'd be cool.
Please
To be
bring-
fair, Ultimecia's castle could be in the void with how it looks in 8 anyway. So
Wait, in
you
the
know, we
void? Oh yeah. But
yeah, because it's like
that's
just this
true.
horrible little floating weird castle thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I can understand why people wouldn't want Laguna. Because I like that this raid seems kind of like isolate. Like it feels like a
Yeah.
14 thing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
It
Laguna, unlike Ultimecia, is like he's a character.
A character.
So
Yeah,
that would
he
feel
wouldn't
weird.
fit.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a representation beyond himself.
Yeah. I don't want Laguna to like not be. I don't want a non-8 Laguna, if you know what I mean. One that's
yeah,
adapted for
Mhm.
14.
that makes sense.
Yeah. Just make a new
Hey, we
character
have-
then.
We have a non. I don't know what game Kryle's originally from.
4 or is it 3?
3, 4, 5?
I think it's 4.
4?
I think it's 4.
I always mix 4 and 5. You know this, so it's
5?
fine.
Kryle was
Fuck.
in 5. Okay, yeah. So
Oh.
we have a non-5 Kryle.
Yeah,
That's true. That's true. Okay. Well, that we need to read some
Yeah,
log mail.
let's do
So
some log mail.
that's that for Eden. We'll see. Time will tell. It's only 2 months away now. 3? No, wait. Is it? Yeah. It'll be like 2 or 3
maybe
months.
January.
That seems too
Early
soon. I would say
February.
early February.
Early February, probably. Yeah. Okay, it's still a fairly long wait still.
So long away. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I guess it's time for Mogmail. I guess it's time for Mogmail. Oh boy.
Oh,
Our first Mogmail is from Arisa from That's wrong.
Is it?
That's the wrong Mogmail loaded there. Hold on. That's because we did it differently last time. Okay.
oh, okay.
I've got it fixed. Sorry. Next one is from Tiaran Joe. I don't know how to pronounce that. Omega. Given the many theories about the 12 and renewed speculation I've seen since Shadowbringers linking them in some way to a corrupted half-memory of the Asian Council, I was thinking on the way that even though the minor mechanical effects it provided have now been removed, character creation still asks you which of the 12 you follow. It gave me the idea that maybe the 12 are the Asians that summoned Hydaelyn, and given the implications that the warrior flight was one of those Asians, is it going to turn out that you will turn out to actually be whichever one of the 12 you selected as character creation? Yes, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes,
this
we
is a
have
theory.
speculated this before.
Yeah, this is a theory
Yeah.
we've been through before.
This is a theory that I'm very much a fan of.
This is Melo's
Bring it,
favorite
yes.
theory.
But Mela
I mean,
likes to be.
I prefer
specifically
the Oshon theory. I
Oh,
really
I
like
hate
that.
the Oshon theory.
Oh my god.
No, calm down.
I-
I'm just saying
I
like
hate
it.
the
Well,
Oshon
This is
theory.
a good.
I'm gonna beat you up.
I hate the Oshon theory because you have some supporting evidence, and that bothers me because there's the Wanderer title you get when you like
There's so
go
much.
between worlds, and Oshon
Excuse me, we
wandered.
even need to go back to like the wind up cursor and everything.
Yeah.
There's So much
There's
for
a
it.
lot of things that might be.
I really
pointing that-
like the character creation one though. The only issue being, if we are the one we picked, how does that make the other
Right. Yeah.
11 fit in, and how does it show in game? Like if we had a big battle at the end where we turn into the 12
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. But otherwise, I really like it.
Yeah.
I really hope the one you picked to start actually comes into play somehow in some other place other than just the wedding thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
'Cause I'm-
it would
Excuse
be
me, Rollo,
nice.
and also your resistance stats.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean,
Of course.
I thought those would change because we
Ah.
don't have elemental resistance.
It's still
Oh, yeah.
listed there, is
Ser-
it not?
I
Theory
think
was
it's still there, but I don't know if it. Oh yeah, it's. Have they removed it?
Because you don't have elemental
I
resistances.
know,
and-
I know.
No.
Is okay, never
Is it
mind.
like
Yeah.
base stats now? No, surely not.
I don't think it would affect base stats at all.
I haven't looked at
It's
that since.
only ever,
Otherwise,
like,
there'd be
around
like
one.
optimal build for like which race to be.
Well, even if it was,
roll.
yeah, that's true.
Well,
Yeah,
Didn't they?
there's
it's
no
just
more
because
elemental resistance, so there's like nothing anymore. Well, I mean, it would be cool, but we know that this is a 1.0 system that they just couldn't remove for some reason.
Mhm.
So
Immediately.
yeah,
Mhm.
and now it's sort of a thing, and it's good for like lore reasons. This is what
Mhm.
Eorzeans do. They pick a guardian, a patron deity,
Mhm.
and that's that.
And he just happened to be one of them.
Yeah. Well, if the theory
Do
is
we pick? Or is it more based on your location?
No, you pick.
Like, if I was
What?
born in Limsula Minster,
when did you last create a character, Mela?
No,
I
think he
mean
means like
within the lore.
in
Like if
lore.
I was
Oh, right,
born
right,
in
right.
Limsula Minster, I would likely follow like Lim Lane or something.
I think
I mean, I think it's
that's
Sort
the
of.
I wouldn't be
city.
like, oh,
that's
no,
the
I'll
city's
be the
patron
cool guy.
deity.
yeah.
But
That's separate.
I believe you
Hmm.
pick your family picks a deity as
Okay.
well. But they usually, I think they usually pick the one
Yeah.
associated with their city state. But I don't actually know anymore. I don't know if that's lore anymore. The lore has changed a lot.
It kind of makes me wonder: are we Eorzean?
I think it's left
hope so.
ambiguous. Just
Yeah, it
that
is
is
left.
never mentioned
Especially
anywhere.
because like
Because
I'm
we have a
Aura
patron
and-
deity,
Yeah.
but we seemingly don't come from Eorzea, or at least we don't come from the city-state.
We don't
we're
come from
going
the
to at
city
the
state.
start.
yeah.
no.
But you might just be arriving from like, if you were starting in Limsa, you might. Well, you're on a ship actually. Or if you go to
Hmm.
Lenosha. But for Thanlin, you might just be coming from Eastern Thanlin.
Actually,
you.
that's the best question. Where are we coming from in the opening cutscene?
It's just. It's
I know
ambiguous,
it's just the beginning of
Well,
the
it's different for the kill.
Yeah.
Where the hell are we coming
Yeah.
from?
I just phase in. I just. Whoosh.
Woof, woof.
Yeah.
I
But
think it's just-
originally, yeah, you come in on a ship and Limsa, and then you come in on a carriage and
Yeah.
Thanlin and Ulda. No, sorry, Ulda and Gridania.
Oh, Thanlan and all die.
Yeah.
It's just left up to you, whatever.
Well,
you
yeah,
want.
because that's when it was more RPG, and you felt, this is
Yeah.
my character, and then suddenly you are actually the warrior flight. And this and that.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, never mind.
Yeah. Yeah, we are from out of town.
Yeah.
It is because people are like, "Oh, you're new here," so yeah.
You smell bad.
Yeah.
Stinky.
Yeah.
But you might still be from Eorzea. You have to be because you've got a patron deity.
Yeah.
From outer
And
space.
as far as we know, you don't pick gods outside of Eorzea. You certainly don't if you're from
happens at
Ilsabard. You don't pick a...
It depends on what part of Ilsabard.
Well, they own all of it. You're not allowed to believe in icons.
Not all of it, surely.
Well,
Arnhem stretches across the... I mean,
the
they've
provinces...
pretty much subjugated the continent.
Mhm.
People
Also-
like Hrothgar and stuff probably don't worship
Yeah.
the 12 gods.
You still have to pick a patron
Well,
as a Viera.
Well, the
Yeah, I
Hrothgar
know.
and their queen still seem to be independent.
Well, it's illegal, though, so you wouldn't pick one, right? You're born into an empire that despises
Yeah.
icons.
But that doesn't mean they don't do it.
That's true, but I don't know. I
You
feel
just
like
don't
that's
like
a bit
it
of a
because
stretch.
of the fact that Orthard exists.
Well, they don't... Well, no.
They definitely don't.
We're talking about Ilsabard here. You're not from
I know, but what
Orthard.
I'm saying is that it'd be weird if Ilsabard had the same belief system as Eorzea originally,
Yeah?
and then Orthard just has its own thing. That'd be very funny to me because
yeah,
that would
right.
upset you.
Right, yeah. That would make me even more angry. If they believe... Well, they did believe in the 12, didn't they, originally? And then they
Did
were
they?
like,
I don't know.
we're done.
Elsabard was just like...
They were like a tiny republic
Wasteland.
at the top, at the like furthest northeast, and then for the Eorzeans, the people that would become Eorzea, were like shunning them because they were...
No. They had no magic,
no.
so they were forced up into Ilsabard because they were cast out of Eorzean society.
Yeah, that's what
No.
I'm
They
saying.
didn't like the non-magers.
What? Yeah, that's
They
what
didn't
I'm
like
saying.
people
So
who-
Eorzeans
Yeah,
shunned...
but they didn't come from there, I don't think.
They
Or
didn't
do
come
they?
from
No.
Eorzea. No. Wait,
I
they
mean, they didn't
were
come from
Eorzeans that were cast out.
I think they were just part of...
I thought they were like a northern folk that was just there. I mean, they're
I thought
different.
they were
maybe
always
that's what I mean.
Ilsabardians, and then they got pushed further north
Yes.
by other Ilsabardians.
Maybe.
Yes, I think that's what happened because they are different. Like they are a different race as well. Like they're Ellison Hurst with a third eye.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. magic
So
nipple.
and they can't even use magic. What's the point? Have a third eye? You can't be a wizard. You can't be a mage. You can't be a powerful mage.
Imagine your
You
parents
can
tell you
still
can be a
become
powerful
a
mage.
wizard with time.
That's true.
Do you ever think they have staring contests with
Just
their
wait till
third eye?
30.
Mm-hmm.
Do
Do
I
you
ever
still
think
have,
they
staring
contests?
contests?
With their
I
third
don't know
eye.
if they can. I don't.
They
think they
don't
Can.
blink.
Yeah, because
Uh,
Yoshi or Koji or someone has said that the third eye is made out of like keratin.
Yeah.
it's disgusting. It's like a toenail on their head.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Why do you have to say toenail? Why can't you pick fingernail?
Yeah. Why are you going for the toe?
Are toenails that much grosser?
Yes.
Yes!
guess so.
It's all nail, dude.
Yeah, it's all nail.
No, it
Gross.
is not. It is not
All nails
all
are
nail.
done.
There is a difference between fingernails and toenails, Rollo.
People bite their fingernails, right?
Yeah.
Not many people bite their toenails.
Some do.
I mean, I
and
think
if you
people don't
bite
'cause
your
it's harder.
toenails,
Oh god.
Stop.
Okay, guys. It's okay. It's okay.
I'm not saying I bite my toenails, but I'm saying like if it was easier to
Oh,
get
God, I
your
thought
toes,
you
you'd
said-
probably bite them.
I thought you said you did. I was ready to
Let's
kick
move
you
on
out.
to
What,
the
you want to
next
see me
one.
try?
No,
I can't frankly
no,
reach.
Rollo, this
Stop.
is a
Don't feed on
podcast.
the
This
stream.
is a podcast episode. Everyone calm down. The audio listeners are gonna riot in the streets right now because of this.
Yeah, it's just...
No,
You guys could have said hair too.
no,
Could've said hair.
no.
No, well,
We're
Mela
done.
started
We're
this.
done. We're done. I thought we were just gonna not discuss this as much as we did because we already discussed this, but here we are, 10 minutes later. So we don't have
I
time
don't
for
think
any
we
other
can-
log mail. So that's cool.
If we could do the last one, but I don't think we could do any of the others.
No, because they're like 50 pages long.
No, but the last one.
But that was really interesting.
Yeah, but
That's
we
true.
should probably save it because we don't have
Okay.
time.
Okay.
Right, I'm sorry. We'll have to read all of the other Mog Mail next week. Stay tuned for the poster if you're watching live. Thank you for watching this episode
Maybe.
of Beasts of Heidelin. Maybe. Remember to follow us on Twitter, SpeakersXIV, twitch.tv/SpeakersOfHeidelin, youtube.com/SpeakersXIV, exclamation Discord in chat if you're watching live. If you're watching on demand, links in the description. It's also very easy to remember now. It's discord.gg/SpeakersXIV. Remember to send us Mogmail, speakersxiv.com/Mogmail. See you in the poster if you're watching live. Bye. Say bye.
Bye.
Jesus
Don't
Christ, say
pick your
goodbye.
toes.